Hey, hi guys, my name is Jean Pascal. I'm 30 years of age and I'm two-time world champion and I'm the current light heavyweight WBA world champion.
Jean, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so grateful for your time and congratulations on being the current champ.
Okay.
First, I want to ask you, what do you think people's first impression of you is?
But before, when I was younger, people probably thought I was cocky because I was a confident man. I was a confident boxer, and there's a thin line between to be cocky and to be confident. But me, I wasn't cocky. I was just confident because I was believing myself. I was believing my skills. But I was never, I never treat someone bad because I think I was better than them. So I was not cocky. I was just confident.
And I would assume that in what you do in the boxing world, you have to have some level of confidence when you step into the ring. There has to be something that you take with you to know that you can, because you can't go in already being defeated, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like boxing, it's like life, because to succeed in life, you need to have confidence in yourself. You need to have confidence in your ability, and sometimes in life, you fall down, but you need to get up as well. So boxing is the same thing. You need to be very confident to be a great champion. Even great champion falls down, but great champion gets up as well. So it's a great lesson of life as well. So so boxing taught me that to be to be to be confident, and good things never easy. Good things never easy. You have to work hard to get what you want, and I worked very very hard to get two-time world champion, and that's why I'm very proud of myself.
Well, that is very impressive. And you are right. Hard work pays off, right? Is the
Yep,
summation of what you said. If we can't expect that everything we want to just be handed to us.
definitely.
So tell me about growing up. Did you always dream of being a boxer, or was it one day you just kind of decided that was what you were going to pursue? Did someone push you in that direction?
But I'm from Canada. I'm from Quebec, actually, the French part of Canada. So my first language it's French. But actually, my first language is Creole because I'm Haitian. Because I was born in Haiti, but I left at 4 years old. So my second language it's French, and my third language it's English. But because I was raised in Montreal, uh, I had to play hockey because hockey over here it's like a religion. Every kids down here play hockey. So I started with hockey, and I was quite good in hockey also. But to be honest with you, in the 80s, in the 90s, hockey was not very popular for black kids, black people. So I quit, and then I get into boxing because of my older brother. He's the one who was the national, he was the Golden Glove champion, amateur Golden Glove champion, and I saw he was doing pretty good. He was like say, traveling, all around the states, the country. So I said, you know what, let's try boxing. And then, after my first Canadian title, I fell in love with the sport. Like I said, boxing, it's like life. In anything that you want to do in life and succeed, you need to dedicate yourself. You need to dedicate your craft. You need to do some overtime sometimes. So it's the same thing for boxing. When I was young, I didn't really have like a childhood because all the time I was in school or in the gym. All I was doing was I was going to school, and I was going to the boxing gym. So I was not like in the parties, or I was not chilling at the park with my friends. I was very very focused on my craft and my studies. And that's why I think I succeed in both because I graduated from college, and also I went to the Olympics in 2004 as an amateur boxer. I represent Canada, and then I turned pro in 2005, and I became world champion in 2009.
So how was the Olympics?
Olympic was a great experience. Unfortunately, I lost against Cuba. At the time, Cuba back in 2004, Cuba was the best country in the world. Since like probably in the 80s, 70s, Cuba was very, very strong. Right now, in the current time, Cuba, they're not as strong as they were before because the other countries was able to catch up, I guess. But at my time, Cuba was very powerful, and probably12, in 12 categories, they probably won 8, 9 gold medals.
Wow. So I want to back up a minute, and you talked about being born in Haiti and
Yeah.
moving to Canada. What brought you from Haiti to Canada?
But actually, I was born in Haiti, but I was born in very good family. My dad was a politician, was a congressman, so he was he was very deep in the politics. So it's not like I was born like in poverty in Haiti. I was doing very well, but the thing is, my mom left my dad, and my mom wanted to have a better future for herself, a better future for me. So when you live in an island, your options are limited. So if you go in United States, in Canada, in a big country like that, you have more options in life. So that's why my dad said yes to my mom, because when I was living in Haiti, I was living with my dad. I wasn't living with my mom because my dad was fortunate to be to be to be in a good position. And then but my dad wanted the best for me, so he knew that if I go to Canada, I will have a better future, I will have better options for my life. So he said, okay, you can bring Jean with you. So I left at 4 with my mom, and then I was raised in Canada, but like I said, in the French part, so that's why I learned French, and then I learned English. So when I was older.
So do you still have a good relationship with your dad? Were you able to see him a lot growing up and keeping in touch?
Actually, nope, because I never went back in Haiti, but I was still in touch with him. We were talking over the phone. We were FaceTiming and stuff like that. But unfortunately for me, in October 2018, he died from a heart attack. But my dad was quite old, so he had a good life. He died. He was 89 years old, so he lived. So my dad really had a good life, a great life. I hope I'm gonna be able to reach out 89 years old, because he was kind of sick, but at 89 he still had all his head. So mentally he was stable. He was very like clear. It's just more like physical. It was a little bit harder for me, but like I said, Ida at 89. So I went back to Haiti for the first time after I left after 32 years. I went back to Haiti for the funeral of my dad. He had the national funeral because he was in politics. He was a congressman. So I was very surprised, like how deep he was loved in his country, because he did great things for his country. He paved some roads. He brought some water, electricity and stuff like that. So he did, and he built a school as well. So he did very good for his people. So that's why people loved him a lot.
That's an incredible story, and that's beautiful. And to live to 89, we could all dream of that, right? And still be, like you said, have all of our faculties and live a great life. And it sounds
Yeah.
like you did a lot of great things. So
Yeah.
that's a blessing. So tell me about your own family. Do you have a family?
Actually, I'm a single dad. I'm a single dad. My daughter lives with me. My daughter, she's 17. Her name is Angel. She lives with me since she was 6. So it's been like probably like 12 years she's been living with me. It's kind of hard to be a single dad because when I train, when I go for training camp, I go away. I go. Most of my training camp are outside of the country. So when she was young, it was a little bit harder. But now that she's older, she understands more. She understands better. So probably for my last few training camp, it was a little bit easier for me because she's growing up. And at that age, at 17, they don't care about their parents. It's all about their friends. So, but I have a good relationship with my daughter, and she's my only one.
That's awesome. And I'm sure she's very proud of her dad.
Yeah, of course, she's proud. She's proud of me. I'm a single dad, like I said, because She's protective. She don't really like women around me and stuff like that. So I guess I'm gonna stay single for a long time.
Oh, that's sweet. True daddy's girl, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Jean, what is something that would surprise people to know about you?
Most of people know me as a boxer. They watch my fight. So when they watch my fight, they sound very confident. Sometimes people think I can be mean, but I'm a very laid back guy. I like to laugh. I like to make jokes, crack jokes with my people. So when people get to know me, they always saying like, "Wow, Jean, I didn't think you were like that." I'm like, how do you think I was? Like that's me. No, but he said, I thought you were more mean, more this and that. But I'm very laid back. I'm a down to earth guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can definitely tell from, I mean, just from our interview, you're just kind of chill, just kind of mellow, go with the flow. I
Exactly.
kind of dig it. But I like the way that you say about the confidence because you even speak with authority. You're very definitive about what you're talking about and you know what you want to say. And I like that.
Definitely, you have to stand up for your rights. You have to stand for your belief. And when I know something is good, something is right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna stand for it. And this is, I guess, I got that from my dad. That's in my gene.
Right? Right. It sounds like from what you've talked about him. So what's next for Jean?
Right now, honestly, I really don't know. With that pandemic still going on, things a little bit crazy. I know you guys in the United States boxing is still on. I watched the Tank fights 2 weeks ago. It was a pretty good fight. Um, like I said, on my side, I don't know. My next fight should be on Showtime. I hope, but I don't hope. Badu Jack hopes to have a rematch against me. Like I said to my people, I don't mind. I don't care because my mom taught me that anything that you do once, you can do it twice. So I beat him once, so I'm not gonna beat him twice. So like I said, if he wants a rematch, let's go for it.
But I like that. I like that lesson that your mom said. I think that's a really valuable thing is if you accomplished it once, you can do it again. It
Exactly.
it's the same struggle the first time, right?
Yeah,
And
and
I think
probably easier the second time because
yes.
you know the deal.
Well, I again am so grateful for you taking the time and kind of giving us a little peek into who Jean is and a little bit to your world and how you got to the boxing road and how you got from Haiti to Canada and a little bit of your family insight. Is there anything you would like to share or tell about your story before I ask you my normal closing question?
Yes, I just want to thank my fans, who have believed me from day one. because, like I said, I'm two-time world champion. But the first time I became world champion was back in 2009, and it took me not 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It took me a decade, 10 years to re-become champion again. A lot of people was telling me that like you should quit, you should retire, you finished, you washed up, and blah 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 blah. But I knew I still had some gas in the tank. I was still believing myself. My fans were still behind me. So that taught me that never let people's opinion become your reality. It's not because someone's telling you like you're ugly that you are really ugly. It's not because sometimes telling you that you washed up, you should retire, that you have to retire. You have to believe in yourself, but you need to work hard, have a great discipline, and have a great say determination. Because like I said, I could have quit after 2 years. After 5 years, I didn't quit. It took me 10 years to become champion again. So that's the key. The key it's perseverance. So if you believe in yourself, you work hard, you have a good discipline, and you persevere in life, anything is possible. And never don't let people's opinion become your reality.
What a heck of a message. That is awesome. And to not have, like you said, let it get you down. Is there anything that was going on in that 10 years that you think maybe contributed to it taking that time frame to get back on top?
I think it's just some situation like Also, me they never give me easy fights. I fought a murderer like Kovalev, the killer guy on the ring. I fought legends, Bernard Hopkins. I fought powerful pound fighter Chad Dawson. So I never had any easy fight. And plus also sometimes I doubt myself a little bit because I was starting to listen to people that I'm done, I'm finished, I'm this and that. So of course you're gonna have some ups and downs. Like boxing, it's like life. It's a roller coaster. But when you are in your down, that's the time that you have to believe in yourself, and that's the time you have to even push harder to come back on top. So, but I think I have a I have a good mindset. I have a strong mind. So that helped me out to overcome to overcome any obstacle, and that's why now I can tell people two-time world champion.
I feel like you've kind of answered it already, but I'm going to ask my last question anyways. What, as you are out and about, or training for a match, if you had the opportunity to hold up a sign that says one thing about you, what would you want people to know about Jean?
Mm, One thing that I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior in and out the ring.